Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be doing a Blu Ray DVD update. First film is the Black Christmas remake from 2006, which I actually liked a lot more than Bob Clark's original. You know, this one has better gore. It's just the story flows a lot better to me than the original. You know, I'm not hating on Bob Clark's classic, but the film does drag. I mean, I wouldn't say it's flat out boring, but there are some scenes that are really just like, oh my God. I mean, how many times am I going to have to be put asleep by a slasher film? It's just like, you know, you respect other people's opinions, but yeah, I'm not, what do you want me to do? Keep it in and say, oh, I love it, it's a classic like everybody else. I'm honest, and if I don't like a film, I'll say flat out it's a piece of shit. This one, to me, was just a better film. You know, the killer was a lot more brutal in this one than the original. Girls are a lot better looking. I just really enjoyed it. Mr. Parker actually brought this up in one of his videos, and that's what made me want to pick it up. And we have Not Another Teen Movie. Definitely one of my favorite comedies of the early 2000s. Got Jamie Presley, who's fucking just a knockout. I mean, look at that ass. Come on. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Yeah, you got Mia Kirshner, who there's a scene where she's dressed up in her little Catholic schoolgirl attire. Just fucking gorgeous. You know, she's sucking on her crucifix, talking about getting fucked in the ass. It's just... This film just has some drop-dead gorgeous women in it. Very funny, though. It's not just, you know, not just sex. I mean, this is a genuinely funny film. And you have your stereotypical characters. You got your cocky blonde guy, your token black guy, the perfect girl, the beautiful weirdo, desperate virgin. Then you got the girl that they make over. 10 minutes of never before seen footage in the R-rated cut. You know, loaded with special features. And then you got the hot cheerleaders. Just a great film. I really enjoyed this one. Not too many people talk about this one either. I don't know if it was the year that it came out, but I love it. And we have The Strangers, which I do have this already, but it does not have the slipcover. So I picked this up from a collector with the slip. And I do realize that Screen Factory is putting this out, which is needed because picture quality is not all that great on this. Definitely looking forward to seeing The Strangers 2, which I believe is coming out in February or March. And we have Dawn of the Dead, 2004 remake from Screen Factory. The picture quality is incredible on this, a lot better than the Universal release. The Universal Blu Ray release. A lot of people talk about that version or that Blu Ray being too dark with the picture quality, but I thought they fixed it with this one. Some of the stills from the film. Then you have all the special features, which I have not seen yet. Judging on picture quality alone, I would highly recommend you get the Scream Factory Blu Ray. And we have Bushwick, Brittany Snow, Dave Bautista. Really shocked on how good of an actor Dave Bautista really is. Thought he really nailed this part. Brittany Snow is pretty much, you know, you'll get an excellent performance out of her every time. You know, she could play the bitch very well, or she could play real sympathetic characters well too. She's just an all-rounded, very good actress. But I definitely recommend you guys check this out. Her and her boyfriend, it starts out where Brittany Snow's boyfriend, her and her subway, and there's this guy that is running down the stairs engulfed in flames. And she goes outside and everybody's shooting at each other, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it, but definitely recommend you guys check it or give it a watch. Great film. We have Annabelle. Let me switch up here. Annabelle Creation, which I liked a lot more than the first Annabelle film. This is pretty much a blind buy. Very happy with it. It's about a little girl who gets hit by a car, and beforehand her father makes her this doll, the Annabelle doll, and she asks her parents' permission if she could put her soul into the doll. So they have a bunch of like church type people, you know, like orphans, come in and move into their house after the little girl passed away, and you know, shit starts going down. I love it. If you don't like the first Annabelle film, definitely give this one a watch. It's well worth it. Have not seen the special features yet either. And we have Doomsday, which is another post-apocalyptic type film. I'm trying to get a good, a little uncomfortable here, guys. All right. Yeah, if you like films like Mad Max, I would definitely check it out. This is from the director of The Descent. Beautiful slipcover. You know, I'm a collector first, so if I see something maybe that I wouldn't normally pick up, if I see it with the slipcover, I know it's rare, I'll pick it up. You know, I'll spend the 20 on it when I know it's only going for 10 on Amazon just because, you know, a slipcover fiend. But the film, I thought it was good. It wasn't great. Thought there were some good gore scenes in there, but yeah, 7 out of 10. We have Kidnap. Halle Berry. She basically takes her son to a park, and a couple in a Mustang abduct her kid, and she actually catches them in the act of throwing the kid in the backseat of the car. And there's just some pretty good scenes in here of action. I mean, it's basically a cat and mouse game. Like, you know, the captors are fucking with the mother, Halle Berry, and they're saying, "I'll give us 10 grand in cash and we'll give you the kid back." And they're, you know, they're stroking her, they're stringing her along, and it comes to, there's a scene at the end that's pretty good. But nothing that I didn't see coming. But if you like the film The Call, where she plays a 911 operator, definitely, if you like that one, you'll like this. Okay, then we have the Cult of Chucky, which I was extremely disappointed with. Yeah, with me and the Chucky franchise, I loved the first 3 films, and after that, it just went downhill. You know, The Curse of Chucky, I did enjoy. I'm not going to lie, I liked it. I thought the story was solid, but this one is just all over the place. You know, they had multiple Chucky dolls. And it's just ridiculous. And look at Chucky. Chucky looks like a handicapped little boy. I'm not trying to be a dick, but look at him. Come on. Like, he looks so CG. Look. It's ridiculous. I mean, at one point, they put so much work into the practical effects. And now they're just throwing everything out the window for CG. If you like gore and you don't care if the story is shit, then this is a film for you. But to me, this film makes Seed of Chucky look like an Academy Award-winning horror film. I mean, this was garbage. And then we have another piece of shit. We have Sorority Row, which, you know, I gave it its fair shot. I thought maybe it would be decent. And what it is basically is, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the remake, or a sequel to one of those films, because there is nothing in this film that I have not seen before, and there's just zero originality throughout the film. Some good-looking girls in it, but that's about it. It's a, you know, it's a decent popcorn flick. It's a movie that you watch with your girlfriend. That's it. This is another one that, you know, I saw it with the slipcover. I knew it was rare, so I picked it up. We have an extremely rare slipcover, the Stand By Me Blu Ray with the slip. This slipcover took me about 3 years to track down. Finally found it on eBay for $25. Brand new with the slip. Click. Ordered it right away. Definitely one of my all-time favorite films. And you got Lard Ass. I remember Lard Ass when he was in the pie eating contest. He scared the shit out of me. You know, it looks incredibly fake as you look at it now, but, you know, I saw it when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and it scared the shit out of me. Because here's this fat ass puking on everybody, and they're laughing, and it's just very bizarre, but like I said, definitely one of my favorite films of all time. We have The Call. Halle Berry plays a 911 operator, and she forms a bond with the girl who is trapped in a trunk who calls 911. And she's basically directing her on what to do, like knock out the back lights and take the paint that's in the trunk and pour it out the back of the car so people notice her. You know, just very believable. So Halle Berry did an excellent job in this one. You know, this and Kidnap are pretty much the same film. A couple subtle differences there. The House and Sorority Row. This is the Scorpion Releasing 2-disc set. Got this for $60. Yeah, I waited on this for the price to come down. I just couldn't wait any longer. It's one of my favorite slashers of the 80s. Was going to get the Australian Blu Ray, but I'm a sucker for extras and special features. So I had to get this one. Plus I heard the transfer is nicer on this one, but that's just what people told me. And we have The Night of the Living Dead, the remake. Tom Savini's remake. 1990. This is the Umbrella Entertainment release. It does play in US Blu Ray player, so if you're contemplating picking this up, it will play in your player. Picture quality's, yeah, it's decent. It's not excellent, but it's got special features. The Timelight Times release, I don't think has any special. I think it has one or two, like a commentary and just some bullshit. Definitely recommend you pick up this edition. I got it for 16 bucks. We have Alpha Dog. One of my favorite films of the 2000s, based on a true story. But a crystal meth head who owes a big time drug dealer money. So the guy that owes the big time drug dealer money, he kidnaps the dude's kid, his brother. And they treat him well, but the guy calls his lawyer and his lawyer's like, dude, you're looking at 30 years, you know, you're fucked. Kidnapping, so he just, I'm sure you guys know the end of this, but has the brother killed and all over drugs. It's just ridiculous. The film, excellent acting. Loved it. Got Bruce Willis in there, Justin Timberlake. I know a lot of people do not like JT, but he did a great job in this film. I mean, I would admit it. He's a decent actor. Okay, last but not least, we have Saw, final chapter. This is the Blu Ray DVD combo. I have all these films individually because I will not buy a cheap ass box set for 20 bucks. I have every film on Blu Ray individually with all the special features. Probably paid like 120 bucks for all the films when I could have spent, you know, 15 or 20 getting that cheap box set. Well, it's not really a box set, it's just a collection. As for this film, I really enjoyed it. The Return of Dr. Gordon. You've seen this all before. It's basically manufactured gore set pieces. I mean, it's the same thing, just slightly different traps, and you guys know the deal. You know what you're getting yourself into with these. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.